Evan Marinofsky here for Bruins Rinkside at Warrior Ice Arena right after talking to Pavel Zacha for the first time as a Bruin. So, the question on everybody's mind is, where does Pavel Zacha fit in the Bruins lineup? Now again, the Bruins lineup is not set. There could still be changes made before the start of the season, as there always is. But we can sit here and infer kind of where he's going to slot in based on Don Sweeney's comments yesterday. Sweeney mentioned there's going to be a lot of opportunity for Zacha, especially at the start of the season when Brad Marchand is out. Now, that could be on the power play, getting power play reps. He mentioned today, Zacha did, that he likes to kind of be in that one-timer spot. He liked being there in New Jersey. Marchand is sort of a good facilitator on the power play. Maybe Zacha fills in there. They're going to try to find a way to maybe get him on the man advantage to start the season. As for a line, the good thing about Zacha is, and I mentioned this in the instant reaction video, he can fill in anywhere in the top 9. You can put him down the middle. You can put him on the wing. Obviously, I think when Marchand comes back, Zacha's going to be relegated to that third line. But I think when Marchand is out to begin the season, it's probably a safe bet to assume that Pavel Zacha is going to be on the left wing on those first two lines. Now, again, this is also inferring that Patrice Bergeron and David Krejci return, right? If they return and Marchand is obviously still not healthy, you can expect him to be on the second or first line as the left winger. A good fill-in. It's funny, I mentioned in the free agency video, a guy like Sonny Milano filling, sort of a similar role. Now, Zacha is certainly an upgrade from him, but you kind of expect that same type of role where he's going to be in the bottom 6 for when everybody's healthy, but when needed in a pinch, which this might be a 1 or 2 month pinch, Pavel Zacha can step right in and fill that spot. Now, once Marchand returns, I would expect Zacha to be on the third line with Charlie Coyle in the middle. That would mean Craig Smith, most likely, on the right. So a third line of Zacha, Coyle, Smith, that's not too bad. That's a pretty good third line. And again, you look at Zacha's build, he's 6'3", he's known to get inside the dots well. Again, this Bruins team has mentioned they want high danger chances. A line of Zacha and Coyle is going to be a puck possession monster. You look at a guy like Craig Smith, shoots the puck all the time. It's a funny thing because Jim Montgomery has mentioned in the past, prior to coming to Boston, that he envisions forward lines where every guy plays a different kind of role. And you look at a Zacha, Coyle, Smith line, Smith, shooter, the guy would shoot from the other end of the ice if he had the chance. You look at a guy like Charlie Coyle, puck possession, good in his own zone, and a guy like Zacha who can get to the middle, clean up some of those rebounds. And also another interesting thing about Pavel Zacha, used a lot in a two-way forward role in New Jersey. He is not afraid of his own zone. So again, I think the Bruins really like that about him as well. So it kind of crosses all those things off the list. Now the other question with Pavel Zacha is, what is he going to make? What is that contract going to look like? He was supposed to get a $3 million qualifying offer from New Jersey. He did not. The Bruins, Don Sweeney said on Wednesday that they want him here now and beyond. So I would take that beyond as, I don't think this is going to be, more of this is not going to be over a 5-year deal. My guess, again, this is just a guess, and what I think he's worth and what I think Zacha should be getting is 3 years, somewhere between $3 and $3.5 million annually. That is what I would say. That's probably the smart move. That is, me using that now and beyond comment to try to infer something there. That's what I would guess, and that's probably what he's worth. Because you look at Craig Smith, he makes 3.1, and he's, points-wise, they're very similar. And, again, I think with Zacha supposed to be making that $3 million this year, you kind of have to go in and around that ballpark. The other thing with Pavel Zacha is the Bruins are firm believers and that there's a lot of potential with this guy. And I think that was something that the Devils kept failing to see, was they thought the same thing and it just didn't never happened. Kind of like Charlie Coyle in a sense, point production-wise, which, again, Bruins fans might cringe at. But they think that there's a lot more with Pavel Zacha. If they can get Zacha on a 3-year deal at a little bit more than what he was supposed to be making, that's not too bad. That is not too bad. Now, again, we'll see what the number comes in at. We'll see what the term is, and we'll judge from there. But my guess, what he should be making, again, is around 3 years, between $3 and $3.5 million annually. Still, that means they have to clear up cap space. That problem has not resolved itself, especially if Bergeron and Krejci do return. The other thing to keep in mind is, in a scenario where Bergeron and Krejci don't return, either or, Zacha can fill in the top 6 as a center. It is not a horrible situation if they went into the season. Let's just say David Krejci decided not to play and they put Pavel Zacha as a second-line center. It's not the most ideal thing, but it's also not terrible. So again, with Pavel Zacha, they give themselves an insurance policy. With Marchand out, if in a situation where Krejci or Bergeron decided not to come back, you can put him up there, and he's also a reliable guy in the bottom six. So again, a good deal for the Bruins. We've said this. There'll be more that Connor and I break down on Poke the Bear on Friday. And we'll break this down throughout the offseason. But yes, my guess is Pavel Zacha fills in a number of roles, but full-time would be most likely the third line. We're going to have more coverage for you this week from Dev Camp. We're going to have a takeaways video on Friday from Development Camp as a whole, just because this week's been so busy with so many different things. Make sure to subscribe to us over at Bruins Rinkside.